wanted to bring this up during the regular podcast, didn't have time, so you get it, subscriber. This is about the South African immigrants' Nazi salute during a speech in which he celebrated Donald Trump getting the presidency. He was speaking at a rally at the Capital One Arena in D.C. a few hours after the Orange Bastard was sworn in as president. And the Orange Nazi, I'm sorry, that's Trump, the South African racist immigrant thanked the crowd for choosing Trump during what the immigrant called, quote, a fork in the road of human civilization, end quote. That's an interesting way to put the rise of fascism in the United States. While he may not be wrong, it was a fork in the road. Do we continue with this democratic republic, or do we go down the path of Hitlerian or Mussolini-style fascism? And the 49.8% of the people who voted chose fascism. Anyway, it's Elon, of course, the South African racist immigrant who heads Tesla and SpaceX and the social media platform X, and who backed Trump last year to the tune of $250 million to provide the Orange Bastard with all the funds he needed. He was on the stage at this circle jerk, this rally yesterday. He said, quote, I just want to thank you for making it happen. Thank you. End quote. Thank you for making it happen, for electing this orange Nazi. He's thanking the American public. And he then grunted like he was on a commode somewhere, and he placed his hand to his heart, and then he extended that arm out over his head with his palm facing down, the Nazi salute. The fascist Hitlerian salute. And then he turned around to face the audience behind him and did it again for those people. So, according to what I have here on CNN, commentators pointed to that. I didn't see any comments yet. I'll probably see it tonight on Rachel Maddow's program on MSNBC. But on CNN, Erin Burnett, one of the anchors on CNN that I still respect, she noted how striking what the South African did really was. And, of course, what he did drew comparisons to the Nazi salute that was supposed to prove fealty to Adolf Hitler. Other people interpreted what the South African immigrant did as a Roman salute. But that's also known as a fascist salute. That was popular with Mussolini's people. The Nazi variation of this gesture is now illegal in some European countries, including Germany. You can't do it there because of the horror perpetrated by Hitler and Nazism. And now Trump and his cadre of billionaires are planning the same fucking thing. You think I'm exaggerating, don't you? I know. Sounds like an exaggeration to me, too, but it isn't. The question was asked on X, I guess. I'm not part of X anymore. The question was, did Elon Musk just hit the Roman salute at his inauguration speech? And remember, when they say the Roman salute, they're implying the full fascist arm up kind of half erectile penis thing that salute represents. The Anti-Defamation League, which has had some issues with the South African in the past. Later, the ADL posted on X that Musk, quote, had made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, and that it was not a Nazi salute, and all sides should give one another a bit of grace, end quote. Oh, ADL. Well, the ADL is in a bad position because even though Trump is going to see that Netanyahu can continue his genocide here in the United States, Trump is a virulent anti-Semitic, even though he has a couple of Nazi Jews in his administration, and his daughter converted to to Judaism, and his grandchildren are by Jewish law, they're now Jewish also. But, Trump doesn't make that distinction. Trump is just a fucking idiot. Masha Pearl, the executive director of the Blue Card, that's a foundation that supports Holocaust survivors. She said that she, in spite of what the ADL said, she was, quote, deeply troubled by what she called a, quote, Nazi salute. And then Ms. Pearl added, quote, Elon Musk has been engaged with anti-Semitic incidents in the past. Because of that, it was an unmistakable symbol of hate, of violence, of genocide, end quote. The white devils in this country, the white Nazi devils, were celebrating Musk's Nazi salute. Andrew Torba, he's the founder of the fascist network, social network, Gab. He shared a photograph on his platform of Musk making this gesture, and he added the caption, quote, incredible things are happening already. Sieg Heil. Well, I added the Sieg Heil. But Herr Gorba could have added it himself. Musk did not respond to an email request for comment by the New York Times about all this. And later yesterday, he shared a post on X by somebody else, not him, that said, quote, the salute hoax is part of a Democratic dirty trick campaign against Mr. Musk. And then Musk added to that, quote, frankly, they need better dirty tricks. The everyone is Hitler attack is so tired, end quote. Oh, and Kimball Musk, good South African name there, Kimball Musk, who is Musk's younger brother, later posted on X that the speech that Elon was giving when he gave the Nazi salute was, quote, the best speech of your life. Well done. This is what success feels like. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. The Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.